Introduce yourself. Say, I am XYZ. I'm calling from my location. I need to participate. I need to put whatever decoder or transmitter in my community for my people to listen to Radio Biafra. That would be nice. Because these are old people in the villages. They sit there. They cannot really go out. What they hear is when the announcement is made, they don't hear it because they don't have the means to hear it. So we are asking each and every one of us here, especially those of us in diaspora who are able to do it. There is nobody, even Onyenato to come here can be able to put a transmitter. It doesn't cost time and leg. I'm telling you the truth. All you need to do, the will to do it is more important. If you want to do it, please call us and we'll be able to.
We are not like other people.
Yes.
Because as I once reminded you before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood. But they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special. Exceptionally special. The largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwuokike Abiama is with us. We did it because Chukwuokike Abiama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Of course, we will never stop. We cannot stop. There is no doubt about it. We are going to follow it to the logical end. They don't go tire actually because either you swallow it or you throw it or you throw it off your mouth, because we are not going to give up. We are resolute. We are resolute. We are very, very resolute. We are watching the balls. Our eyes are on the ball. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we are here to actualize. This thing somebody had requested me to go back to is somebody who says he speaks the Hausa language very fluently. I promised him and I told him I was going to send it to the Hausa program for him to listen to it over there. But yesterday he called. Actually, it was my fault. I did not send it across because I wanted him to listen to it and then tell us. We know that what the man is talking about is basically the same thing that we are saying, but he's bold enough to open up to his own people. But the truth is that I made him understand that there is nothing anybody, it doesn't even add anything to us that they are the ones saying it now. No, it all eases out for their own people, for their own good. Because for we Biafrans, whatever we need to do, we are doing. Our leader is the one directing what we are doing, and we are following him diligently. He has not misdirected us. He has not misplaced his priorities. He knows what is right. People are worried he is not talking well. I did not expect him to talk, to be perfectly honest with you. I did not. Why? Because we are praying the psalm. You remember that? And somebody goes, so he's going to keep quiet until all the psalms are complete. I said, no, don't quote me. I'm not saying he's going to do that. I'm only telling you that this is my own thought. That's what I think. He's our leader. We can't really, pre-post. Well, how would I put it? What am I going to use? We cannot really say what he's going to do, actually. Let me break it down that way. And he can do just about anything he wants to do. If Oban asks you, that's what we do. And if Oban asks you, that's what you will do. So what is the point? Be patient. Listen to his old broadcasts, because most of those broadcasts that you listen to, they are just as fresh. They were made, the only time you hear it, when they make a little reference in it, that's when you will know that it's an old program, because everything that he's saying there is very relevant to what is happening today. So we have Radio Biafra is always on. In fact, there's always somebody there talking, whether it's me or it's any other of the broadcasters. The radio station is always on. The old program can come in. We call it old, quote and unquote old, but don't forget that it's old for those who have heard it. For those who have not heard it for the first time, it's new. Old. When they say old, old, as if people like us who work in the radio, I cannot assure you that I have listened to most of his broadcasts. No, there are ones that I hear. I'm like, oh, when was this one made? So that is the way it is. So it is as fresh today as it was when it was made. So go to Radio Biafra, always listen and get information. Get yourself glued to it. I'm telling you honestly. Because most other stations will not tell you the truth. Even the so-called radio stations in the zoo, they listen to Radio Biafra. I'm telling you the truth, because the coincidences in most of the things that they do is so dramatic and so unrealistic that it appears that when our leader says something, in a couple of days they will implement what he has said, because he is not lying. Ezioku Bondo. That is, he tells the truth the way it is. You might not like his style of saying this truth, but you know one thing, Ezioku, there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot just change anything. They're telling the truth and saying it exactly the way it is. Well, you might not like it the way he's bringing it out, because our leader is somebody who has no permanent friend. And there are people like that. Most of us don't do that. Some of us, when I will look at you, we know you are a jackass, but I can't tell you that. I'll be so embarrassed to say a thing like that. But there are people, naturally, they are born to tell you exactly the way it is, so that when you're dealing with them, you be very careful, because they are recording everything you're saying. The day you make a change, it's going to bring your memory back to, this is not what you said in the absence of this person. Now, because this person is here, you are saying something else. He wants you to say it the way it is. When you see the person you are castigating, the person you're gossiping with, if you say the same thing that you said before, don't try to change. That's why Nnamdi Kanu does not have a permanent friend. He will never ever have somebody who calls himself his friend permanently, because he will tell you off, and then that's the way it is. And that's the way he is made, and that's the way he's been, and that's the way he has been leading us. That is why we have gotten to where we are today. So keep your eyes on the ball, Biafrans. Our quest, our struggle is fast coming to an end, more than we anticipated. Because most of us are looking forward to it will come like a thief in the night. They said he will come like a thief in the night. That's the way Biafra is going to come. You go to bed, you wake up in the morning, sleep into Nigeria, wake up in Biafra. Isn't that something? That would be fantastic. Nothing in this world is permanent. What we are saying is that things happen at its own time. What we need to do is just do what we can do and leave the rest to Chukwu Abiyama, who is in control, has always been in control, and will always never betray us, never let his children fall astray. All the problems we had before is based on our ignorance, our not knowing what to do. But now we have a leader who has prayed, and God has said, okay, go and lead your people out of this bondage. My people, not just your people, but my people, out of this bondage. And that's exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to do. You may not like what I'm saying. It does not really make any difference anyway. Somebody once said that the world was round, and they wanted to skin him alive. The world didn't change and become square because of him. No, the world remained round. Even the Pope and everybody was saying, go and get him, cut off his head. He's a heretic. He is not. But the world didn't change. The world remained round. So it does not matter whether you believe in what Nnamdi Kanu is saying or not. It does not really matter. It doesn't make any change. If belief creates changes, then it's, some people come out and say, God can do everything. Well, God can do everything. There's no doubt about it. But God does not break his own laws. You see, when God makes a law, nature tells you that if you jump from a 10-story building, you might be picked up in pieces, or you might break all the bones in your body. That doesn't mean that you can jump from there and then survive. When you survive, you have not broken any law. It's just that the bad part has not been hit. And God tries everything to give us laws, and when we follow those laws, we will not make any mistake. Telling me that the so-called miracle is that God can make 1 + 1 3. No, God will not do that, because God will break his own law by making 1 + 1 3. 1 + 1 will always be 2. That's what he said. That's what he taught us. So what we are trying to say in a nutshell is that you follow the rules. Be very consistent in what you're doing. Don't speak from both sides of your mouth, because you'll never get to where your destination. There were people that tried. Our father, Ikemba, started Biafra. He did his best. I was there, and I know that he couldn't have done otherwise. There was nothing else he could have done beyond that. Some people are saying, oh, he went to war unprepared. If you were in his shoes, you would go to that war, because you even be worse. Believe me sincerely. Because when somebody's made a governor and all of a sudden they're slaughtering people, and people are coming from the north, left, right, and center, he doesn't have money to accommodate them. Most of our people, you know what they are, including my own parents. They had homes outside their, outside their homes. They built their homes in the city, and that's where they lived. And when they kicked them out, they had nowhere to go. These were all problems for the government. He didn't go to war in a rush. He went to Aburi. He started the restructure. Say, let us restructure this country and leave. Gowon came back to British, the same British that are creating this problem today, told him, don't worry, don't mind those people. Let's divide them. We'll divide them, we can rule them. Then they went in and they started the division. Ojukwu had no choice. Absolutely no choice. Who could have done better than that? He went to war empty-handed. Like I said before, I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. Most of us never saw a rifle until we got to the war front. What we were practicing was with carved sticks. Carpenters were making some good money, and some of us too were carving these sticks and making it look like gun. But that is not a gun. That is stick. So, but when you go in there, the first rifle that I saw, I'm not joking about it, I saw it in Soka. When they came out of the university, they taught us a real crash program on how to dismantle, because most of these chakakboom, that's the kind of gun we're using then, with bolt action rifles. That's what was popular then. They could block, you could fire it and it doesn't go out, it blocks the system. So they show you really quickly how to dismantle it and how to get this stuff out of there, and fix it back. Real quick, crash program. Couple of hours, and we all went in. Some of us went in with slippers and came out dressed like soldiers, because so don't blame the man. Then Mazi Iyke came in and started something, made some noise here and there. We go for the man. He went and started building hotels for Kenya and with Ndibo. That's what happened. Then Nnamdi Kanu came in, a different person, and they thought it was the same game. I read something that somebody said that Gowon said if he knew that Igbo people loved money so much, he couldn't have bothered with going to war with Ojukwu. He could have just bought some Igbo men and give them money, and they will bring Ojukwu life to him. Of course, he was basically right. But the point is that God one time in his life, God says you propose. They said man proposes, but God disposes. God says, okay, I am going to bring my servant. I am going to bring somebody whom that your money will mean nothing to. That's why we are where we are today. They thought Nnamdi Kanu was a joke. He was going to be like a Igbo man. Until you give him money, he would just fall apart. Hey, he is still kicking. He is still there. You are brandishing our money. He is still there. He's under oath to help his people, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Because God does not joke. If you go against what he has told you, you will receive the consequences. So he is there. We are there to put our eyes on the ball and follow him. That's the normal thing they use, the word they use to disorganize us. But because when Igbo man trusts you, you discover that he's a good follower. He will do everything in his capacity to be able to help you achieve what you want, long as you're honest and straightforward with him. He might get jealous once in a while, say, why is it not me doing this? You see, most of us cannot be the same thing. It's not possible. I can't do what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. You can't do it. Most of us cannot do it. We might do it better, but not exactly the way he's doing it. We might not even be able to get half of what he's doing. The truth is that we have already seen him doing it. What we should be concerned with, what is he really giving us results? Forget about how he is doing it. Because when you start looking at how he's doing it, then the jealousy will follow you. I've gone through Facebook. I have seen people castigating the prophet that passed on, surprisingly for everybody. But the point is that forget about how he got his power, whether he's juju or whatever. You let us think about his legacy, what he has left behind, how many people he has been feeding, the kindness and the love that he exhibited. That's much more important. They showed us his living room. my living room is, believe me sincerely, better than TB Joshua's living room. But I not get shishi compared to what he has. Modesty and honesty is a gift of nature. Everybody that has it. Our leader told us one time, I am ashamed to drive a car because the people that the work I'm doing is more important. And ironically, believe me sincerely, people that all these people are buying aeroplane and buying cars and fooling everywhere, you don't even need a car. Because let us assume that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says it tomorrow on radio. Things I need to go from point A to point B, I need a car. Because he doesn't need to buy a car. Everybody will want to take him wherever he's going. So why does he need a car for? Does he need an aeroplane? Let him announce, I want to fly from here to here. Aeroplane. In their peace, can again in their aeroplane, they will line them up. Which one do you want? Okay. The fact that you can sit in the plane and I'm there with you, it means a lot. That's what life is all about. But grabbing has been in our nature that we don't even think that way. So what we need you to do is keep your eye on the ball. Support what we are doing financially. In any way you can. Yesterday, somebody castigated me. Somebody even sent me an inbox. So why do you have to be talking about Hope Uzodinma, telling them to get rid of him and everything? That is not what we are doing. That we are losing focus. You are kidding yourself. Are you losing focus? What focus are you losing? The man is telling you that he's going to bomb you. He's going to kill you. He's going to go and kill your mothers and your fathers. And you talk about him and that you call that losing focus. No, you are not. You're talking about the issue. If you don't talk about us, we don't care about you. But the moment you become you want to castigate us and spoil what we are doing, hey, Mban, I don't know right to keep quiet. Think about it yourself. Like I said before, I had told my very, very close buddies that are in politics, I said, listen, what these children are doing is something that we did not do. So allow them to do it. You don't have to be part of it. You don't even have to talk about it. All you need to do is just shut up. If you take a microphone, none of pressmen, run away from it. Because they will put you out of context. Allow them to do what they are doing. What they are doing is, they are doing it the same thing that we did, but they are doing it differently. We had no choice. This media wasn't there. If there was media in the 60s, you think we will lose the war? No, of course not. Those children with pot bellies will be all over the place and people in America will scream, no, you can't do this. You can't. I read a funny story somebody put on Facebook yesterday. It was a very interesting story. And I read it up and I said, yes, this is what it is. This is the way the world reacts to things. A child was brought to court for stealing in a shop. That was the story. So stealing some food in the shop. And the judge said to the boy, why are you stealing? The boy said, because I was trying to steal food to feed my mother. So don't you work? Yes, I lost my job because I was taking care of my mother. And at the end of it all, to cut a long story short, a very interesting story, the judge now passed a sentence. He said everybody in that courtroom that day will contribute $10 to this guy, to this little man. Everybody, you will have to, if you don't give $10 to this guy, you're going to jail. So they all put in money together. I don't know if it's a true story or if it's a mess, but then the store that brought him to court was charged $10,000. Eventually, the judge himself got up. He was in tears. Everybody in the courtroom was crying because this is a child that is hungry. He's trying to take care of his mother. So tell me that in the 60s, if there was media, because the BBC was the media then, they will not show you what you want to see. The people that managed to sneak in were those, and towards the end of the war anyway, not at the beginning, that were able to, pass this on to the world. If Biafra war had lasted another 6 months, believe me sincerely, it could have been a different. Nigeria was panicking. Gowon was panicking. That's why he quickly said, no victor, no vanquish. Oh yes, because he wouldn't stay there and say, you have Britain say, listen, tell them that nobody will be punished. Let them put down their arms, because the war was almost coming to an end, and people were saying, and especially don't forget that America was so involved in Vietnam that it took off their concentration. With those children with pot bellies and everything, because there are people in America that tell you, oh, I remember Biafra, the children with pot bellies. Today, my brother, it will never happen. That's why they're having problem. They thought it's going to be like Ojukwu, bring a gun and kill everybody. People are saying, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is bringing war to us. He's not bringing war to you. He's just telling you what is going to happen to you. And that thing that he's telling that's going to happen to you is exactly what is happening to you. So what's your problem? He has not lied. So if it was then, today, there are different things. They are entirely two different things. He never went to war in a hurry. He had no choice. He went to Aburi, Ghana. Then it was a record. It was a vinyl. That would tell you something, that how bad it was then. They made a vinyl. They were, a playing record that he recorded it and then they distributed to people. But the war was fast coming to our home. Our home was overcrowded. I remember I was in Enugu then with my brother-in-law. And his house was people that were that were not going to school. They were all there. Those from Kaduna, they were all coming back. My father was in Yola. He came back from Yola with his slippers, with no shoes on, nothing. And eventually, the man had no choice. He did try his best. So if you want to castigate somebody, just have an honest. I spoke about Mazi Iyke. He started well. But there's no one thing. That's a ego. Poverty. Poverty can create any kind of thing. But the poverty is not going to create problem for a lot of people, because Nnamdi Kanu, his father was the king of their village and he's a prince. But then that doesn't mean the father was rich. He's a modest man that was very honest with his people, and he learned the honesty from him, modesty. But poor people like Mazi Iyke, because probably will not even have any land. And from there, start building hotels. I'll call freedom fighter. Freedom. People that are fighting freedom. And we are not crossing anybody. But we talk about these things because it's a reference point. We use it as reference for you to understand that life is quite not the way you look at it. That there are good people out there, but goodness and kindness and love is an endowment. Abiyama will give it to you. If you don't have it, you don't have it. You can't force it, because you will start. Well, you have everybody in the world has good intentions. You can plan what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure that I follow Nnamdi Kanu to thy kingdom come. $5,000. You die. You fall to the wayside. Oh yes. There's not many people. He didn't start the journey today. He started it with some people. What is the creation? Money. Not even money, because some of you, I don't even think that anybody has given you any money. The truth is that the moment you feel you are popular enough, he has mentioned your name 2 or 3 times, it starts getting on your head. And before you know it, you become more important than So that thing means a lot. Photograph, ordinary picture that we took, it's a big deal. My people, Nnamdi Kanu is cousin of Fufele. My brothers, you are deceiving yourself. It is not true. Our leader is too big. How would I describe him? A legion. I find it so hard to pick up the right word. That's what it is. Let me use it in that language. How can you get close? In one opportunity, say one photo, then that makes you a superstar. That you are dining with the king doesn't mean that you is anyway. When down about men in the corridors of power, the guy is in the center. Then you are in the corridor. You go to Aso Rock and talk to the gardener. Or you not go past this gate or gate man. Oh God, my work here is to make sure that nobody crosses this gate. He's more powerful than the person you're going to see. But the truth is that the man himself that we are going to see, that we are following, is not leading us astray. We are following him diligently. Biafra is our thing. I don't know how much way and which other way we can say it. Make your contribution, make your donation, bring in your support in every way you can, so that we can actualize our quest. Biafra is our quest. Freedom is our goal. There is nothing anybody can do to stop what we are doing. Eteriji, Eterotazi. Biafra is going to be here, regardless of what you think. So the sooner you join us, the better for you, for everybody. If you don't want to join, stay outside, but please leave us alone. Don't get involved in what we are doing and start to castigate us unnecessarily, because we are not going to leave you. So anybody who thinks that I'm getting too hard on, that we are losing focus by talking about Uzodimma, you cannot lose focus about talking about. If he doesn't talk about us, why would we bother with him? He's not relevant, but the truth is that he's telling us he's going to kill somebody in 7 days. He's going to kill us in 7 days. Then we are saying that onye blues of fire uboya. I may talk him. You not go wait for him to come attack you. No. The best defense in life is when you defend yourself. Go and attack. One of the famous boxers once said something, and everybody was like, why does he have to say a thing like that? He said, if a child walks into the ring where I'm boxing and challenges me, I'll knock him out. It doesn't matter he's a child. How about I go to my arena? So when you come into my arena, I knock you out. Outside you can say what you like, but when you get into my arena, I'll mess you up. And that is correct. He is going into our arena. He is telling us he's going to kill us. So why do we have to lose focus by talking about him? No, we will. If he's not with us, he's just talking like everybody else. I'm saying that this is not the first time. They have been saying he said this, he said this, he said that. Nobody cared. But when you make a video with you talking, that I have been there before, I've tried to bomb you before, but I saw the children. That's why I stopped. I'm giving you 7 days. And then when we talk about it, somebody calls it a distraction. Please don't do that. Don't do that. You're not being fair to yourself and to us either. We have to talk about it. Definitely. Our leader might broadcast any day and have a different opinion, but this is what I'm saying. You have to go out there and attack the enemy first. Don't allow him to get into. Yes, our leader came out of jail. He created what they call Biafra, the security system that he created. The whole world was shouting, "Oh, he wants people to come and die. Oh, he is bending. People were worshiping him. That's what they want." Eventually, other people started doing the same thing, doing exactly what he was doing. And when they started doing it, eventually created the ESN. All hell turned loose. He has done what other people have been doing. He started it, nobody wanted to listen. Now they did it. Now he went to do his own. Everybody is crying against it. Then somebody will threaten us that he's going to kill all of us. He's going to go to the bush and destroy our mothers and our fathers and talk about him. And somebody is telling you that you're losing focus. I don't know what you mean by losing focus, because I don't think my eye is so much on the ball, my dear brothers, that the person that sent me the inbox, I think he's listening to me. He has to know that we have to speak about this. There's no way we can leave him. He's in our ring. He came into our ring, so we have the gloves. When you come into the ring, when a boxer is boxing, and then you come in there with a glove on, he will knock you out. It doesn't matter whether you're a baby or you're a novice or you're an invalid, you are not very well. No, as soon as you enter there with the ring, knock out to unapple your own life. That is the point I'm trying to make. So the man came into our ring. We are going to talk about him. There's no doubt about it. The line is open for you. Make your calls if you have anything to say. Somebody's already trying to call me at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. And for the prayer, the pastor that comes in on prayer, please, I need you not to call on the private line. Just call on 845-344-7984. If you want to use the WhatsApp, call that number. If you use the WhatsApp on private line, your call will be interrupted if somebody tries to call that same line. So if you want to use the WhatsApp, don't use it on private line. I do not encourage you to do that, because there is no way I can control what goes on. Somebody can call there, and as soon as somebody calls in, they're going to interrupt what your lines, your phone call will be breaking, and you don't need that. So this is Radio Biafra. Call us. The line is open for you. Nnamdi Kanu, All right, I have my first caller coming on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Iyke, am I on?
You're on. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Oh, my brother, God bless you. God bless you, my brother. My name is my man Ugo Onyejaka. I am calling from Washington, D.C., here in the United States of America. I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo, home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King David for people. Mazi, I thank you for everything that you do for Biafra. God will bless you, Mazi. Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to tell our brothers, because it gives me joy and excitement when you come out and you're talking and analyzing the thing the way you're analyzing. There are people that think that, okay, they have got it done, they have got everything that they want, and they don't know the plight of our people, what our people are going through. They don't know that when they close their eyes today, they don't know what will be the outcome for their children, the people that are in that contraction called Nigeria. So I am calling all the Biafra youth, I am calling all the youths that are in that contraction called Nigeria, that we are doing this thing for them. That Nnamdi Kanu is very sleepless, Nnamdi Kanu is very homeless, Nnamdi Kanu do not have anything that he called his own because of you. Nnamdi Kanu is the only one that have sacrificed his life, all his livelihood, because of you, in any way or form. I want you to touch your heart to know who have done what Nnamdi Kanu have done for you. Is it all these politicians that are accumulating the wealth that they cannot use? And you see a politician that he will just have billions and billions in his account. And then how long does he have to live? And the people that he accumulating all those wealths for, then they are going to utilize it. There is no employment. There is no job. There is not even electricity. There is nothing. You are so hopeless. Why? Because people do not think about what is. They are only about themselves. Me, what I can get. And that is what it is. So I am calling you to have the hope, because these people who have stolen your destiny, we are here to frustrate them. You have to have that spirit that we are going to frustrate them. The child that said that the mother will not sleep, you will never see any sleep in his eye. Since these people have just playing with our life, the life of our children, the destiny of our children. I am talking about the Biafran children. I am talking about Ududuwa children. I am talking about the children from the middle belt. I am talking about the children through which it is not even their fault that they have seen themselves in the predicament they find themselves today. I am giving them hope, and I am telling them that they have to join Nnamdi Kanu. Do not think about all these politicians. These politicians have been in existence for more than 60 years, but there is nothing to give an account for. We are located in a country that God bless with all the mineral resources. Even only that resources can even just make your lives to be very good. Look at Dubai. Dubai of nowhere, desert that was converted because of the people that think about the people, the children. So I am calling upon you just to stand your ground. Do whatever you're doing. Have the hope. Do not buy into this criminality of the governors and then the president and even the politicians. Because everything they accumulate, but they're not going to live to get it. Their time is being numbered in this world, and they will die one day. But all those will be wasted. But I am only worried because they have sold everything that we have to all these countries like in Europe now. If you go to Britain, all the people that are retired are paid their annuity. Everybody that work are being paid. Where is it coming from? It is coming from our oil. The contract they signed during the war, up to today, go on sign that contract and go on have to come and tell us what he signed in that contract that have made it possible for everybody to come and get free oil from Nigeria. And then there's no electricity in our country. They have to tell us what is going on. If they think that we are going to relax and then leave this thing alone, they might be thinking and then they might be dreaming. So I'm calling upon you. You are from Oduduwa. You are from Southern Kaduna. Then you are living in a refugee camp. Your mothers have been raped, and then you are still living in the refugee camp. I'm calling you to rise up. Rise up because we are fighting for you. And this is why I am calling you those to do. So, and I'm talking about the people that are here in the United States. Our brothers that are going to work every day. You are making money. You are just doing all the establishment that you're making and then building all the things that you can build. And then you see the plight of your people back home. And you have decided that you cannot come up so that we can see how we can just create a good life, the life we are living, the type of life we are living in America, to create it for our brothers and our children and our descendants back in our place. Then, but you are still playing them. I want you to rise up and do the contribution. It doesn't cost anything. It will not cost you anything. The cost you what you have to do. The only thing you have to do is just to donate. No matter how little it is. So please, let it touch your heart, because you are doing this for the less among us. You are doing it for people that have been made orphan by Nigeria. You are doing it for the people that have made widows in Nigeria. You are doing people who are sick in the hospital, but there is no medication for them. That is what you are doing. So I'm calling up on you. If you want to do this, you change your mind, you want to do this, I am asking you please to go to our website. That our website is www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. We are using this money to impact on the life of the people that are hopeless and the people that don't know when their next meal is going to come. So Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra. Was taking another call on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning to you, Dr. Mazi Iyke. Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
As I greet you, good morning. Thank you so much for your, I can boldly say, word of encouragement from the experience of food. You see, Mazi, my name is Hugo, and I am calling from my location. I just want to go direct. You see, anybody that is saying you should not talk about Hopos Odema and what he said in the killings of innocent people in our land, which he engaged himself on, that person is an evil person. I will put it that way. The problem our people are having is that when you see innocent people being killed, you will not talk. But when those people that is piloting the affair of killing innocent people are died, when they are died because of the consequence of what they have done, then you will come out and talk because you think that their life is more important than the people that is dying. Please, our people should be very careful. The anger of Chukwuka Biama will fall upon such people that when you see evil people committing genocide, killing, snatching life out of their fellow humans, you will not condemn them as of that time. This is exactly what is happening in the zoo today. The Zoological Republic called Nigeria, they find pleasure in the killings of innocent people, more especially the species of animals that call themselves human, that's Fulani. They think that they have right to snatch life out of their fellow humans. They think they are the only people that have power to kill. But when you see them kill them back, you will see they will start lamenting. When you make an inch as a move to follow that way, which they themselves have been following for decades of years, they will call you terrorists. You see, every one of us need to be very careful because of what? The way we are reasoning. That is the reason why our leaders say that black people, not only that we don't reason well, but we are evil people. We support evil. We keep quiet, something will got spoiled before we start talking. When somebody must say something like that, when you see Hopus or them are killing innocent people in Imo State, for one day, they have never come out and condemn the activities of Hopus or them. The window governor, the man that Imo State people did not vote, the last person that later turned to the first person because of an appointment and agreement which he had with the evil ones to take away our land. And you want us to allow him. We are telling everybody that is listening to our voice that this generation of Biafra Mazi, you say something that is very, very good. Some of our elderly people, some of our brothers and sisters, our fathers, our mothers, if you don't know what to do, please keep quiet. We don't want you to discourage us. We can never ever allow our enemy to take our land. Yes. The time you people did it before, to be honest, the world have never civilized as this length. Because media, as you said, BBC is in existence as of that time. But there is no Facebook. There is no Twitter. There is not all these platforms that make things possible, that expose the activities of the evil ones. That is the reason why they are working on that length to shut down platform, so that people will no longer expose their evil acts. So, but with all this platform I just mentioned now, we are saying we can never ever, you can't take our land. Once you are moving in that wrong lane to take another man's property, you are a criminal. We will continue to expose you and we will fight you to the last.
Yes.
So I'm saying this for every one of you to take note of this. This word is civilized for you as a man to think that you can come to another man's land and take his land and kill him. Nobody will talk. No. If you are doing it for decades of years, you can't do it to this particular generation because the word is civilized. So we are saying equity, fairness remains the portion of what the indigenous people of Biafra is demanding. We are demanding that these people, they claim that we and them are one. But when you see what they are doing to us, you pity us. So you that is supporting them, are you not hearing it? Are you not seeing it? Why must you say we must keep quiet? Anyone that says so is an evil person. I'm saying it. If you say that the indigenous people of Biafra should keep quiet, that what Nnamdi Kanu is doing is not getting it right, you are deceiving yourself, and we can never ever listen to you, because a lot of people have died in this. And for the reason that a lot of our brothers and sisters, decades of years, millions of people have died in this, the only solution that will make peace will reign in the whole world, not only in the zoo, is that except they allow us to be free, because freedom comes from the Almighty God. We are not demanding for another man's land. Rather, we are in our land and they are killing us. They want to take away everything that belongs to us and make us slave forever. That is not the wish of God upon us. That is not the desire of people creating us. And so, don't support evil. Stop supporting evil as you are listening to my voice, because evil will locate you as long as you continue to support evil. So that is exactly my point. Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to thank you. Please continue to encourage us, because when we listen to such experience you have, and when we listen to your words, it's an encouragement. That is the honest truth. Some of our brothers and sisters here, they don't know the truth. And the only avenue for them to know the truth, as you said, is from our radio.
Yes.
So if anyone really wants to help this work that we are doing, please, if you have money, come on air. Do just as exactly what Mazi Iyke said. Explain to the Mazi Iyke who you are, so that the particular place where you come from, this information will be located to that place. This power of message that people can use our leader to spread everywhere is very, very good. It helps some people to open up their mind and their eyes, including our Hausa people, Mazi.
Yes.
Including our Hausa people, they have no truth. There's something that I'm supposed to say, but I will not say it on air. Including Hausa people, the only place that helps them to know the truth about themselves is Radio Biafra.
Yes.
That is the simple truth. So, but when you hear people saying some certain things, you know that these people, they don't want this truth, and they can never receive it, because it is you pray to Chukwu Kabiyama and ask him for help. It can only help you. But if you don't want this help, if you tend to run away from what you're supposed to receive as a gift from God, God will not give it to you, because you don't like it. So I'm using this opportunity to greet our brothers and sisters all over the world. Please, let us continue to spread this message by installing real estate station in different corners of our land. It helps people to open up their eye. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much today. Well, thank you so much. You know, like I said before, what we are doing is we are trying to encourage you all, you young people, to continue doing what you are doing. Keep your eye on the ball. Don't let anybody pull you out, because the media, and there's nobody today who is not a journalist. Take those pictures, send them in the air. Forget about what they are doing, because that is what is giving them this sleepless night. Kill and bury. That's what they were doing before. They kill, they bury, and nobody, Agbo Janjam, nobody will say. But today, because the whole world, you see what happened to Twitter? They all of a sudden, because they were able to buy over Mark Zuckerberg, we know that, long time ago. So when you put something on Facebook, they take it. But the other media that are coming up, every single day they're coming up. Icon, there's this guy that I saw something, was very happy with our people. He has a media. And they tried to shut him down. But he's now saying thank you to the Igbos for helping me to keep my business and all that. But you know, the truth is, what are you contributing? We thank you. We know we love you. We love our brothers. We love our thing. We want to support our thing. But these are the kind of people I'm talking about. If you are able to set up a radio station, a whole media, you'll be able to set up a radio station in your community. Go out there. Give us your name. We'll direct you on what to do, and the radio will be talking and your people will be listening. That's all we are talking about. We are not saying that they should listen. They should listen and get the truth, so that they will know why I say I don't know if I'm making any sense. Caller on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, thank you very much, Mazi Iyke, and good afternoon from here, Mazi.
There was.
Mazi, my name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy. Please, Mazi, I just want to clear the air. You know, I called yesterday, and I think I said a lot of things, and I used the word distraction on the issue of Hope Uzodinma. So it's very important, you know, that I make some clarification because, you know, from what I said yesterday, it was about, I talked about 5 minutes, and then distraction just took only, maybe should I say, milliseconds there. But then I think it's the wrong word. That is what I'm finding out. This is Radio Biafra. We are IPOB, and we learn from our leader, and we follow his footsteps. You know, you see, Mazi, nobody in his right sense. I cannot say we should forget about Opposodima. It's impossible. The man is killing our people, and how can I say that? I mean, it's it's very impossible. But I think I tried to send a message and use the wrong word, because if you listen to what I said yesterday, you know, you will see that there is no how the context of my speech yesterday was directing that Hope Uzodinma should not be a matter of discussion, somebody who is cleaning our people. But I believe that English, you know, I used the wrong word, distraction. So having said this, Mazi, my with humility in my heart, you know, and sincerely, I withdrew that statement, distraction from there. But every other thing I said, because I try to tell our people that Hope Uzodinma has come out to say that he's going to bomb Njaba, he's going to kill our people there, and also I also try to tell our people there is need for us to do something. We must. He said they are prepared to bomb Njaba, and I try to say that we must also be prepared to counter them. You know, that was my message yesterday. So I think the word distraction was the wrong word, and I am withdrawing that statement with humility, Mazi.
Yeah.
Now, so our people will have this air cleared, you know, because it's very, very important. You know, you remember our leader during the NSAS protest 2020, you know what happened when he was trying to put things right, and then they tried to, later they tried to change the narrative, and he later came out to correct it. So that is what I'm trying to do, Mazi. So, I mean, we have to always correct issues whenever we do these mistakes, because we are all humans, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important. Hope Uzodinma, as I am now, if I see Hope Uzodinma, even I don't have gun or I don't have knife to kill him there, I will use my hand and choke him to death, because look, I have seen him physically, as in on television. No, I have not seen him since my lifetime. On television, I have seen him. So I have read him. He's not somebody that can defeat me. Or when he cannot beat me one on one. So what I'm trying to say, if I see him even without knife or gun, I will choke him to death, because the man, since he came into Imo State, he has been disaster, and he has killed a lot of people. So I don't think he whether even Abebepuishi, you know, even if not now, after Biafra, he will be crucified in his village. He cannot hide anywhere. There is nothing like, should I say, exile for Hope Uzodinma. No, anywhere he is, we must go and bring him. He must die. Our soil, our land must take his body, must take his blood. This is something that must be done. It is a must, you know. So there is no how I can be able to say that he's not a distraction in what we are doing, because we must talk about him. He's a subject of discussion, because he has said that he is going to bomb our people, and he has been bombing our people anyway. So he's only trying to reiterate his extension from Olu to Njaba to other places. So we have to all get prepared. And I also try to say now that, Mazi, having said that, having cleared the air, I believe I've cleared the air on that, because this is very, very important, you know, for our people to get the right notion of what we are discussing. Now, Mazi, please, I'd like to also give out these are numbers that is from IPOB national body in Italy, signed by the IPOB national coordinator in Italy, for our people, Biafrans in Italy, to support ESN. We can see what is happening, we can see the threat we are getting, we can see what is happening in our land. And also, good thing is that some of our mothers have come out to display their families, their seasonal families this year, how fruitful it was because of the activities of ESN. And we can also see the threat in our land by the Nigerian military and other people. So, and it is our responsibility, Biafrans in diaspora, to sponsor, because all man, everybody have their own feud. So we that we are here, our feud now is to sponsor and support. Is very, very important. So for Biafrans in Italy, please do call this number from IPOB National Body, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator, and support ESN. The numbers are +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This number is for the IPOB National Coordinator in Italy. The second number is +39 351 255 1274. I repeat, +39 351 255 1274. This number is for IPOB National PRO in Italy. Please, any of the number you call for Biafrans in Italy, I didn't say IPOB family members, please. Biafrans in Italy, friends of Biafrans and our well-wishers, please call any of this number and you'll be directed on how to support ESN. Mazi Iyke, honestly, I want to thank you. I appreciate your work. It's not easy, with your experience and with everything that you've been, the orientation, the education, the advice and the direction, is very, very important for us and is very, very important for our struggle. By the social, hope of the market, maybe it's certain. The gods of Allah Biafra they be there, so there is nothing. So our people must also remain resolute. Support what we are doing, and at the end, our destination is Biafra. There is we cannot be playing around while our people second genocide is happening in our land, and these people committing the genocide are in our land. And let me say something very important, please, because our people in the rural areas, in the villages, must take recognizance of activities around them. Strange faces. Our leader has said before that people renting house to people should know the kind of people they are renting house to in Biafra land. When you are in an area and you see strange faces coming to rent house, we should be able to understand.
Thank you.
One of our people they killed in Obibo was through these tactics. So our people must take security recognizance of the area they are. Thank you very much, Mazi, and God bless you for this opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We still have a call coming in on Signal. Let's see. Let me answer this one. Call on Signal. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Dr. Ike Peters.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mazi Iyke. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts. Ike Peters, I was surprised to hear yesterday that you were in the New York demonstration. I didn't see you, but I must have greeted somebody that looked like you with glasses and mask, but I wasn't trying to embarrass myself. I don't know if that was you.
I was there.
All right. It's good to know. I should have greeted you more if I had seen you in real, the way that I was supposed to. Nevertheless, sir, there was a guy that spoke at the end of Mazi Nnamdi's Middle East program this morning. That man spoke so well. I wish everybody had him. I think that's the first time I'm hearing him. He called from the United States. He was very well ingrained in the Torah. And the way he described we Biafrans and the British manipulations, how they've been able to be using Arab people to subjugate people and then rule over them. That was a very beautiful piece. That was the last man that spoke during the program this morning. Mazi Edmond from Italy, you're a hardcore Biafran. You must have been quoted out of context. I heard you yesterday.
Yes.
And what you said was not in any way to suggest that he's trying to kind of belittle what hopeless Ozadimba is doing in Imo State. And I'm glad he clarified himself this morning. That's why we have Radio Biafra. Doc, let me also thank you for your wonderful program this morning and all the initiatives that come out from your program. It's very rewarding, as people have said. Now, you see, the point I'm trying to make is this. I can't imagine that this man is riding Okada, disguised himself as a Okada driver, picking passengers in Imo State, and these gunmen didn't see him and take him out. And then people that saw him, instead of doing the rightful thing, pass the information that they can take care of him because he vowed to kill people. Any person that vows to kill people should be killed. It's as simple as that. He that goes by the gun dies by the gun. He that goes by the knife goes also by the knife. Yes. You know, anybody that is threatening anybody's life, which I'm sure IPOB is not doing. IPOB is just defending themselves. So also the ESN. They're in the bushes. They're not threatening anybody in Imo State, but they converted it to suggest that IPOB is the one that is doing all the killings as unknown gunmen. Our leader has said it several times. ESN is not unknown gunmen, and ESN will never be an unknown gunman. That's right. Our leader does not mince word when he does something and he claims ownership of it. So I don't know why they are going around in Biafra land, burning down police stations, killing police, and then trying to suggest that IPOB is doing this or ESN is doing that in order to invade our land, bring the army, and then using them as a proxy to fight their war. And that's what is going on. Everybody should understand that, whether you believe in what we're doing or not. These people are using the military, and you know that this military has been infiltrated by the Boko Harams and all the terrorists that they converted, and they sent them down to our land to kill us. Some of them don't even talk. They don't speak any language that we understand, showing that they are foreigners in uniform, killing our people. And people are standing there saying you are killing our military men in uniform. No, these are not military men. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. How do you differentiate a Boko Haram in uniform and a real army? There is no way to differentiate them. They have been contaminated, and as such, they are subject to the same fate.
That's right.
It's a simple analogy that everybody should go by. What we are doing is self-defense, and what we are doing was not in any way a criminal behavior, but instead they meted undue and untold sufferings on our people, torturing them and killing innocent people for no reason. And the world should know that very well. You know, like the man said in this program, which I already knew. You know, CNN has been bought over, I think, by Saudi Arabia. Yeah. All the media, all the big medias have been sold out. You know, these companies, they go for where the money is. They don't mind. They start a company. Once you offer them money, they sell it to you. And the Arab world, some of them like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, they have a lot of money because of their oil. They buy up all these news media. And since they bought them, as the man said, you don't hear them talk anything about us. They suppress news from us. They bought up Facebook. And since they bought Facebook, and we see what they are doing. And now Twitter has stood their ground. They haven't been able to do that with Twitter. You know, so people should wake up and see what is going on. What is going on is a pure genocide and a proxy war by the Nigerian army and Nigerian government fighting war using the military as a decoy to kill our people. When in Sambisa forest in the north, the amount of killing going on there has never been addressed. They have never bombed Sambisa forest. They claim that, like Mohammed said, it's going to destroy the ecosystem. Bombing a forest that nobody lives in, an empty forest, except criminals that using it as a boat to be killing people and carrying out their attack. It's a destruction of ecosystem. But you will come to the town where people live.
Yes.
And said and be throwing bombs and everything. And let me ask this useless Ozodimba in Imo State. How in the world could you tell people to vacate their place? To vacate their place to where? And why would they vacate their place? You are claiming in 1 week's time you are going to bomb them. Did you provide an alternative abode for them? Or houses where they will go? Or you think that these people are animals that you can just, kick out of their place of abode and then they'll wander around? I don't understand that. That means he's trying to establish IDP camp in our area. And It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It will never happen. Because all he's saying is bombard the people and then you bring the Boko Haram, which has promised them Ruga to come and take over the bombed out areas. That's exactly his game plan. These people have sworn an oath with their slave masters in the north that they'll provide them with land in our place. But we're saying no because people were not consulted. You never told us anything. We never approved of it. You are there to represent us. You are not our masters. You are our servants. We didn't even put you there. You were imposed on us. So you don't even have the mandate of the people. And now you are telling us you're going to bomb us. We shall see how this will end. And let me tell hopeless Ozodimba. Even if you bomb half of the communities in Imo State, have you bombed out every Biafran? Whatever you do today, all you have succeeded or you will succeed in doing is to create more enmity for yourself that nobody will plead on your behalf when the time of reckoning comes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Dr. Ike Peters. Thank you for the good work you do. And God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. I'm hearing the first time that this man went on Okada ride disguised. Come on. All right. Let's be watching. The time for reckoning will soon be here. I have a call on straight line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Ike Peters. This is Mr. Zulu. I'm calling from Dublin.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much for your hard work. It's not easy. Broadcasting job, people will see it as an easy job, but it's not easy. It's not easy. So that is why I'm thanking God. God bless you and your family.
Same to you, sir.
So, yeah, you see what I'm trying to say here. I was handling my job here in the office when somebody just called in and they said blah 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 that Nnamdi Kanu is bringing water to the people. That person is naive. It's only a fully animalistic person will come out and say Nnamdi Kanu is bringing water to the Igbos. Nnamdi Kanu did his job as a prophet. Even before those things, they have been killing people from far away, from far north. They kill the whole people in Borno side. That is how they are taking it step by state. Okay, if they are saying Nnamdi Kanu invited war to Igbo land, what of the people in Niger State who voted for Buhari? Did they invite war to Niger State? What of Benue people? Did they invite war to Benue State? This is the plan and a special agenda which people, don't know how they planned it. Nnamdi Kanu gave us idea, woke up everybody before time and said, look, my brothers and sisters, this is what is going to happen. Let's get prepared. That God told me this thing. And to see how, to show you that our people, they love money. That is what is pushing them away from the truth. But every Sunday, they take their bath and go to the church. They don't listen to the Bible. The Bible says, thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But they don't believe that. Once they see money, they push all those things aside, what the scripture says. But they call themselves Christians. You see one thing wrong with our people. When they see a helper, they are ready to kill a helper. That is the way they behave. They behave like that to so many people. Even myself, some people I help in Nigeria, they are trying to kill me now. So it's just like that. The day I joined Nnamdi Kanu, I said, I know Biafra is coming. Because there's never a thing I put hand in my life. It doesn't come true.
Yeah.
I know Biafra is coming. The day I joined IPOP in Dublin here, I told them Biafra is coming. Because God doesn't disappoint me. I'm a prayerful man by the grace of God. God doesn't disappoint me. The way I studied Nnamdi Kanu when I was under injury, that was the time I had every opportunity to listen to Nnamdi Kanu. And I began to say, look, this is a good prophet God has sent to us now. But how are Nigerians going to believe this man? This man sending all this genuine message to his people that this man was sent by God. But I knew that the issue of money is going to carry my people away. And that is what is happening now. Let me advise the people, the Biafrans. If you are helping all these big men, what is it called, Ofo, and they are all those, what is it called, the name of the other, many of them, all these governors, you are sharing from their sins. You are sharing from their sins.
Yes.
You are not running away from it. If you call yourself a Christian, that you pray for them, you pray for Nigeria, you are sharing from the Nigerian sins.
Yeah.
But if you follow Nnamdi Kanu, that is why Nnamdi Kanu advised us. He said that those that strongly believe in Biafra issue, that do the thing, the message is sending, those are the people of the kingdom.
Yep.
That if you refuse to do what you hear from the prophet, you're going to regret it later. And what happened when Christ came up to the Israelites? They didn't believe him because people were doubting him. Is he not the son of carpenter?
Yeah.
Is he not this man we know here?
Just like what is happening in our country, Nigeria, today.
That Christ was the Son of God. But all I'm saying is this: I will not relent, even though everybody is running away from Nnamdi Kanu. I will follow Nnamdi Kanu to the end.
Yes.
Because the genuine message I have for him is enough for me to live life. This one is a truthful man. There's nothing somebody can say. Blah, 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 blah. How did he bring war? These people, you see these people taking war to different indigenous people. And you are here today to blame Nnamdi Kanu that is bringing war. Why he has given you the prophecy that these people are coming. Today you are seeing them. Instead of the whole Igbo people to team up and say, no, we won't allow this war to enter our land. We won't allow this war. People are taking because of money, because they have given you contracts. Fulani they have given you guys contracts, are going to help Fulani. Those people are killing themselves because if I know Fulani will do something, they can't succeed. They are not going to succeed. But had it been God is not on our side, if Fulani succeed, those big men, they think they will be free. After they have finished killing their brother, they will come to them and say, we are chopping off your heads. That I know our God we serve is mighty. Our God we serve is a mighty God that created heaven and earth. And is the one giving us every direction. And that is my belief. Every day I pray that the Biafra will move on.
Thank you.
God is going to help him. So thank you very much.
Thank you,
I
sir.
pray that as most of us that are genuine in this very race, we are going to get it to the end and become victorious. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646. I have one coming in on Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my big brother. I salute you for your good job. Salute our leader and the Biafrans that is working assiduously. Mazi, it's your brother calling from my location. Mazi, yes, the main purpose of calling this afternoon is I doesn't want to call. I want to listen to my brothers. But I call to cause anybody that open his mouth and say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bring war in Biafra land. May his generation be perished. Any of his family member that bought aircraft should let the aircraft to catch fire and burn them alive. Any generation, anybody that open his mouth and say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bring war in Biafra land, may he die. May his generation wipe out in this face of this world. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come, Mazi, let's remind these people, there is Osugbo Hausa. How many times can they go to Osugbo Hausa? Kanu, Zamfara, Meduguri, Jos, Sokoto, Bauchi, Kaduna. How many times did they kill Igbo people in the north? How many times? Can our people? Well, anyway, I don't believe these are the people they pay to, as if we don't know, as if we are stupid people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu let him bring war, because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not come, do you know that by this time these governors could have signed Ruga by now? The fear of IPOB. That is why you haven't seen Ruga in our land. Because these people are not Igbo people. I know it. These governors are not Igbo people. They plotted them there. The same way they plot on after the war. I keep saying it. After this genocide against us. Fulani, advised by Britain, they tell them to plot their own stooges in our land to avoid anybody that are going to raise up so that they will suppress him. That is what you see is happening today. Despite that, our leader was protected by Chukwu Kikabiama. They didn't see him. They didn't see him coming. And thank God, God bring him in a way that Fulani did not understand. Mazi, I don't know if you are hearing me.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go ahead, sir. The world is listening.
Yes, God protect him. And our people don't even know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is not his first time he was arrested. They think it's just this one. He's been fighting for you. He's been fighting. Don't our people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been arrested before, fighting this cause, but you didn't hear it. It's this one that Buhari, this dead Buhari came and said, hey, we kill Igbos. And he's doing it. Nobody is saying nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu challenge him. Don't you know that if Mazi, just look at Biafra land today, and look at Biafra land and say there is no IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. By this time, somebody, Mazi, sometimes I feel, how can our people? Mazi, let me leave it here.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let me take a very, very short break, and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Don't go away, because our conversation is getting higher and higher, and a lot of people are trying to call in. But let's go. I'll call back. I'll be back with you in a few minutes.
To my supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm back again on Sit. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. All right, that was call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there? All right, the wall has dropped. The call has dropped. So we're still taking calls. Back again on my seat. I took a very few minutes break at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. And the principal officer's line, +1 929-406-9953. There's a very interesting article I just found out on Facebook, written by somebody from Washington, D.C. It's very great, quite great, but I'm not going to take it today, probably tomorrow. I'll have to be able to read this. I read it down already, but I might not have enough time to read the entire thing because it's quite a large. It's written by Onyema Uche. Spoke about the war, what happened during the war, during Biafra war. It's very interesting. I think tomorrow we'll have to deal with this article. But for now, let me take a call. Let's see. Call is coming on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning from here.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you for the good work you're doing. My name is Chukwemeka Ibekwe. I'm calling from Cape Verde Island. Mazi, I want to make my little contribution this morning. You see, we have been talking about this Pope Uzodin, Donatus Odemma. You see, that man is a cancer of the breast in the Biafra land. That man is a cancer. Woka cancer, Nala Biafra. And everybody, if anybody is being contaminated with cancer, that part of the body that has been contaminated needs to be cut off. That is what Hope Uzodinma has turned himself and his generation into in the Biafra land. And I must say, it's not only him, because all of those bad eggs in the Biafra land must be dealt with. But we are emphasizing more on the Hope Uzodinma due to the length he's going now. Because we can't sit and watch him keep killing our youth, keep killing us. I am from Imo State. Uguta local government. We can't sit down and watch him keep killing our youth. As no so Sishika Agwana because no also. But we are humans. You can't say he has given us 7 days. If not, he will bomb youths to wake up. And the way I wanted the youth to do it, they should not kill him straight. Let them ambush him, get him alive. Achapianti tinye n'ọnụ nye elu nye ata ya agbujisha mkpịsị aka ahụ o ji agbanya wee egbe o ji atinye bọmba tụnye ya n'ọnụ nye ata ya. Then after that, amapụ ya isi ji ọbara asachasha ala Imo State. Because that man, like I said yesterday, he thinks that he's God, that nobody can challenge him. Or what he thinks he's a God, that nobody will challenge him. We will use him as I set an example to all other bad eggs, and we will get them one after another. We'll get rid of them, just like the Ghana people did. We will get them because I will some. They will see contaminate others. So the best is to wipe all of them out. They wipe all of them out of our land, because this they didn't mean well for us. Because I didn't see any reason why you will join clan, you will form alliance with an outsider and be tormenting your own people, tormenting your own brother. That is to say, in fact, any dream your child man and your chakama yourself, is it 100% Igbo person? Is it 100% Biafran? Any dream that man, but all the same, we will get rid of him.
Yes.
My advice of every youth in Imo State is let them go after him. Let them go after him. Get him alive. Then he will know the consequences of what he has done. Because for him, he doesn't feel it. He doesn't think he's doing anything bad. For him, he doesn't think he's doing anything bad to his people. That is my annoyance this morning. Mazi, you see, this platform has helped us so much. It has really, really helped us. And, our people say that there's a way the adage goes. That is to say, anybody who does not know where rain start to beat him, he will not know where it will stop.
That's right.
That's who Uzodinma, he doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he doesn't know because he's still indifferent, pleasing his Janjaweed masters, wiping away his brothers, wiping away his entire. Look at what is happening. And he's feeling his on a feeling and that nobody will do him anything. Well, imagine aku fegide fecha kwa oda takwara wo. Where anything also kwanya me bobble also kwanya ga, we will hunt him.
Yes.
We will hunt him down. And this is not straight death. No. He will suffer for it. He will swallow them. Then after that, he will join his ancestors. Mazi, may God keep blessing you and your family.
Thank you.
Because this is a great university. We are learning. We are learning. I can tell you, since I started listening to Radio Biafra, I have learned a lot.
Yeah.
You know, this platform has become a university where we learn, where we educate ourselves. There are many things that we have heard from here that we have never had the opportunity of hearing it anywhere before. It's an eye-opening. So may the God Almighty, will continue to bless you, Mazi.
Bless all of us.
The enemy will never see you. Even our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the enemy will never see him. They will never see him. In Jesus' name.
You see?
And all of us Biafrans, wherever we are, anyone that is listening to my voice this morning, anywhere we are, you know, we are wonderful people. We are different people. We are so unique. We are the people that make things to work. Anywhere we are, go and check it around the world. That is why they tell you, wherever you go and you never saw an Igbo man there, you better go, because things is not going to work there. So we should be proud of who God have made. It's not a pride. It's a blessing that God have endowed us with. It's a blessing God endowed us with. So wherever any Biafran is this morning and you're listening to let's never give up. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep pushing. Because Biafra is one step ahead of us. We are getting there. Mazi, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still back again as 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984. I'm still stressing it on this point that if you think you want to help your community, you want to set up Radio Biafra in your community, please call the station. Call us here and leave a message, 646-920-4541, 845-7344-7984. If you call me, just tell me your wish, and then we'll take your number down and we'll connect you. It doesn't cost time and leg, especially those of us in diaspora. We'll be able to send this message, because the important thing is that information is power. That's what they say. And we know that if your people are not hearing Radio Biafra, you are not doing them any favor at all. It's part of the donation. It's part of the contribution. Just single-handedly, somebody in Mazi Iyke has done it, and we've seen that it is possible for others to do the same. So we're keeping our line open for you. Anytime you're ready to do it, just call and tell us your intention, and we'll connect you to the right source. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Mazi Nnamdi of Biafra, good evening from South Korea. I'm calling from South Korea.
Welcome to the program.
Okay. Mazi Iyke, I want to thank you for the great work you are doing for the people of Biafra. I want to say, may God Almighty continue to bless you and give you the strength to continue to do your good work for us. Mazi, I want to talk about Opus Odema. You know, Opus Odema is fighting, trying to make sure that he works out the people of Biafra. But I believe he cannot do that. He was trying to destroy our ESN, trying to finish them, but I know he cannot do that. You know, they are trying to stop IPOP to operate. They are trying to stop ESN to operate, but they couldn't find any way to do that. I believe they are the ones who plan this unknown government. Everybody is shouting today because they want to get to the ESN. They want to get to the people of Biafra. How to stop the youth to agitation, how to stop the youth to moving forward. Because I know that the people that make this IPOP formidable, especially in the Biafra land, is the youth, especially the poor youth, those who we are out of job, out of frustration, those who want total freedom, those who want to see future. Because all the politicians, they believe they have gotten the future. Those who call themselves rich men in the Biafra land, some of them who live in the diaspora, who are not supporting Biafra, they believe they have arrived. So I believe this Biafra of a thing is the poor who want to see their future is fighting it, because the rich, they believe they have arrived. So they are not seeing any need to support the Biafra. But the youth and those who see the importance of freedom, like people like you and our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who are standing for us to make sure that this victory comes. Have you seen how Biafra, especially the youth, are key to this Biafra restoration? They have tried all their possible best to stop it. They couldn't do it. That is why they joined their way. The caliphate had to pay hospitals of them. And what hospitals of them promised them? He promised them that he will make sure that they crush out the Biafrans. But it's not possible. He couldn't do it. They have tried all their possible best to make sure they crush the Biafra. They couldn't see it. How do they want to come in? Because they see that the Biafra cannot be stopped. They have to come in through the military. How do they want to come in through the military? They found every area. They couldn't see every area. They have to create a non-government to start to attack the police formation, all this police formation and army formation in the name of is the ESN, in the name of is the Biafran people, because of maybe sometimes when our leader will give instruction that every military man should go out of the road, all the checking point will go out of the road. So they have seen that our leader broke up. They want to happen on it to inform unknown government as they attack the police formation, as they attack the army military. That we say it is ESN, it is a Biafran people, because of the order our leader have given that all the roadblock will go out from our East Biafran land. They have to plan that, use that opportunity to bring them. Yeah, you know how this military and the government operate. They're ready to sacrifice some police who fail to go out of the road, using the unknown government to kill them, doing one or two things in the name of the unknown government, using in that Eastern Security Network, knowing fully where the Eastern Security Network is on the bush, doing the needful. But they want to just format anything to make sure they can bring war into our land. Having done all that, because as they need, some people will now begin to be against the ESN, begin to be against the agitation of Biafra. That is why they use that information to enter. Then they hang on it. The whole bills of them are now to hang on it to bring army into Imo State to begin to kill his people, because that is their plan. But I believe at the end of the day, the victory will be yours, because people know the truth. The truth is that ESN is not the one killing the police. They is not the one doing all manner of things they are accusing them to do. They are doing their work because they know how far the ESN have gone. The fact that we know the impact of ESN, that is why they want to stop them. Why can't they going to stop them in the Prono? All the one that killing the army in the Prono, all those people that killing the army in the Prono in the northern area. Shekugumi, the terrorists come out to say the IPOP is killing army, IPOP is killing police formation. They are military. This one, wow, that is why IPOP is more dangerous than Fulani. They are just kidnapping children. Imagine someone who says he's a religious leader can open his mouth in media, in public in media, where the word he says kidnapping children, an infant, 5 years old child, 6 years old child, 10 years old child, kidnapping 10-year-old child, keeping them in the dungeon is more better than IPOP who are agitating for their own freedom. I don't know how those people do. All those plans, they are planning to frustrate IPOP, but I know God, who have brought our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must surely fulfill the purpose of bringing him, because in the day of Moses, they didn't believe what they see, but the same way they will not believe what Biafra is going to do. Thank you, Mazi, for giving this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls out. 6469204541. Give us a call wherever you can.
Oh yeah. Here comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul.
All right, I have a call coming in on caller. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on signal.
Mazi, good afternoon. My name is Kelechi.
Welcome to the program.
Mazi, thank you. Kelechi is calling you today from Enugu. At least today I'm calling from Enugu. Mazi, thank you.
There we go.
Mazi, a lot is happening in Lagos and the information I'm giving. But the thing is that the zoo cannot, there is nothing that we have taken an oath to restore Biafra. Yeah. Doesn't matter how many people they have arrested, they killed. Yesterday, they have arrested our Lagos State secretary. She happened to be a woman. I don't know what they are arresting her for. I don't know what is crime. She has been taken to an unknown destination. Nobody knows where they have taken her to. And they have listed so many of us wanted here in Lagos. The only crime we have committed is that we are asking for referendum. And it doesn't matter how many people they arrest, kill, detain, taken to a known destination. It's not our business. What we want is a referendum, and we are going to get it. We are living in a country that they prefer terrorists, people who kidnap children, kill, rape. They prefer them to people who their crime is only they're asking. Give us chance to determine whether we want to be in Nigeria or not. And they say that is a call for war. Well, when that time comes, the whole world will hear it, because we go nowhere, Biafra or nothing. It doesn't matter how many people they are arrested. It doesn't matter how many. I know they are listening to me today. I'm calling from Enugu. When I come back to Lagos, I will also say I'm back in Lagos, so that they should prepare, put more prison or build new one, because they're going to arrest everybody. If it is only one person remain, that person will have Biafra. It doesn't matter how many people they arrest. It doesn't matter how many people they killed. We have determined there is no way somebody that is not indigenous to Nigeria will come to this place and determine what will happen to us in our land. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter how many people they kill, arrest, detain, kill secretly. It doesn't matter. We are going to get Biafra, and at the end, what we are going to get is Biafra. They are saying that they are asking for peace. They are calling for peace, and they are calling for peace. They are going up and down, killing and arresting innocent people. What kind of peace is that? The end, we are going to win. Let that get to their head. Doesn't matter how many people they kill. Mazi, God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very, very much.
It's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukobika Brahma.
So we never go 64692044541.
You're the light in the wind of the tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We're shining so every feeling. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the clock strike. Black strength crossing gray stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice.
All right, I have a call coming in on the principal officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you very much, Mazi Iyke, Dr. Akpia. Good afternoon from here.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, Thank you. Good afternoon, dear friends and lovers of freedom all around the world. My name is Pastor Jack, always calling from my location. Well, everybody have just said it. We are not going to succumb to intimidation. Even though they should kill millions of us. But there's one thing I want to tell our people. Time has actually come, fully when to defend ourselves. And they cannot stand like Kimbo and be watching. They keep us slaughtering our people. One thing is inevitable. It has been said that we'll go to that front line again to defend our land. That is just the truth. That weak Fulani will not give up. They will not stop at what they are doing. Israel and Boko Haram has a match together. Bandits and others. Hundreds of people are being killed in the north. Most of them, or majority of them, are Biafrans, Oduduwa and other people. And yet, the peaceful land of Biafra, they militarize it, planted or plotted stooges in our land, using them as the likes of President Ike Nwachukwu, Iwanyanwu, and the rest of them, killing our people on a daily basis, created the situation in Biafra land. They created unknown gunmen. Till now, they are burning our people's house, abducting people one after the other, for saying we need freedom. For coming out to speak, we are being killed, we are being decimated, we are being subjugated in this part of the contraction. And for only expressing that opinion, that is a rightful thing for anybody, any same person to do, our people are being killed. Go to all the prisons, you see thousands of our people. Go to prisons, you see many have been killed. And this continue. And the present crop of politicians and the so-called leaders in our land have sold their soul to these people. And they become the catalyst, the willing tools to be used to must get the future of Biafran. Or Biafran, the only escape route is for you to rise up. Now that we have set up ESN working, you need to rise up and bring out your last dime. I was reading on social media where I saw one stupid man say he's a PDP aspirant in Anambra. He was saying that PDP should return his 25 million. So some people have this money. The killings are going on. And you know the worst part of it? No one that is called, those idiots that call themselves intellectuals, they have never risen up to say anything. They have hidden. They don't talk. But when they come to IPM, you see them begin to write their junk. Stupid journalists, stupid intellectuals, they will be telling you, do you know their pedigree? Stupid and useless pedigree. The pedigree that never want anything. That never brought anything to benefit their people. And they say you have a pedigree, a useless pedigree. Pedigree my food. And the worst of them all, you see the so-called celebrities, since they have been killing our people, none of them have been able to come out to speak. But you see them, they are promoting useless things, talking rubbish, looking for money. But when it comes to them, our people will fight for them. The fight I am fighting with my own generation, with my family. I'm not only fighting for myself. I am fighting for numerous of you out there that even though my life enter, that is part of it. After all, some of us, I've been on crutch for how long now? All in the name of the struggle. But many of you are out there doing your clean business, running around. We are doing this thing, it doesn't concern you. What is my business? That is what you keep on telling us. We are the fool. But amateurs are gone mine. Yes. And our people should get ready, our youth. That finally, we must defend that our land. Do not be afraid. They will tell you that never again, we are still at war, and they tell you never again will genocide repeat. Is it not the genocide we are into now? Is it not the same thing that's repeating? My brother, if we don't fight it now, it will be too late for us, and our race will go into extinction. Therefore, everybody must come out. Bring that your dime you have to support this struggle. We don't need those criminals that are working with the enemies. They will never support us. You saw everything happening, how they're killing us. But my brother, we will come out and we fight them. Suffer not a week to live. The kingdom of life in the days of John the Baptist. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and only the violent take it. It's time we have to stand up. Enough is enough, and the word is enough for the wise. Dr. Peter, we don't drink it. All hey, Biafra.
They won. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, +1-929-406-9953. I'm still imploring all of you, anybody out there who's ready and willing to set up in his own community, the Radio Biafra broadcasting. That would be very wonderful. We need this information to go around. It has to go around. There are some older people. I'm not talking about the yuppie generation. They can always move around with their phones and get involved. But what of our mothers and our grandfathers who are in the community, in the villages, that haven't the opportunity to listen? So all you need to do is volunteer yourself, get up, call the radio station here, and tell us that you're willing to set up this thing in your community. It doesn't cost arm and leg, believe me, and I know that most of us can afford it. You don't have to wait and we're not going to ask you to make any contribution of money anywhere. Just tell us your name. You'll be contacted and you'll be told what to do, and you set it up. And just like somebody did in Mazi Iyke, they are all listening to it. It's very important, very encouraging. One single person did that, and you can do the same in your own community. Wherever you live, let your people get this information firsthand, because this is what is going to save their lives. This is what is going to help them. You have to say it out. Tell them that this is what is happening. This is what is coming. Radio Biafra is their source. It's the source of information. This is where they can get good information and get ready for what is to come. Forget about those who are saying that Nnamdi Kanu is bringing war. Yeah, they have to say something. If you don't call Nnamdi Kanu, then your words are not complete. Nobody will listen to you. People will only listen when you start talking about, when it's called the name Nnamdi Kanu. Now you become relevant. Now people will want to listen. But you know something? They're wasting their time. They are arresting and locking up, and our brother who just called, Kelechi, spoke about their secretary in Lagos who has been picked up and taken to unknown destinations, a female. For them, females are, something for them because they like to rape women. They don't have respect for any woman. That's Nigeria Army and the Boko Haram Army, the army that have infiltrated into them. They brought them in, the so-called Boko Haram. They are Fulanis. All they do is rape. They are not humans. These people are subhumans, and we know that. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Nkochi Mezia. I'm from Ebema. Ebema is in Haji Ebema, Biafra land. Mazi, I want to make a comment of what Deputy UN Secretary is saying. A Zoo woman, a Fulani woman. She said that Nigeria is better than US, UK, and other Europes. It's a very, very laughable
who's saying that?
Deputy UN Secretary. It's Amena what? It's Amena somebody or either Zachary or whatever.
United States Secretary?
Deputy? UN.
Oh, United Nations. Okay, now I get you. Okay, okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So she said that Nigeria is better than US and the UK and the others. That the youth should build Nigeria. Which youth will build Nigeria? Is it the youth that they are killing? Which youth? The one they will see that carry a deadlock, or they will kill the person, or if they see you with a flashy car, they will kill you. Are they the ones that will come and build the Nigeria for them? What I'm telling the woman is that we Biafrans, with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we say no to one Nigeria. We can never build a country that are clean us, a country that killed our forefathers, and they continue clean us. And they want us to build the same country that is killing us, so that they will, after building the country, they will also kill us. We say no to Nigeria. What we need is Biafra. I know that they are the ones, controlling UN. That is why UN is not what they're supposed to do. They are not doing it. But one thing is certain, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said that it's only Chukwu Kabiyama that will give us Biafra. Whether UN or whether no UN or Biafra must go and Biafra must stand. All we need is Biafra. We are tired of Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country that is killing her citizens. Nigeria are the only ones killing their youth. You know, other countries, they empower their youth so that the youth will be the nation. You know, as they say that the youth are the future of the nation. But Nigeria, they are killing their youth. So how can those youth that they are killing? I'm directing this question to Deputy Secretary to United Nations. As your Nigeria that are killing youth, how can those youth that they killed build the same country that is killing them? UN, we are tired of being in Nigeria. We need our Biafra. We need our own nation. If we go there, we build our own nation. We are tired of being killed. We are tired of being raped. See, yesterday, as they reported that the secretary of IPOB in Lagos, we arrested a woman. What will that woman do for them? What they want to do now is to start raping her. A country that rape their female citizens. Is it a country? So, Mazi, I want to appreciate you, and I want to encourage our people here in Ghana, mostly those that don't want to join IPOB, those that don't want to join us to support ESN. I want to call you that you should come out and support IPOB, support ESN, because they are the one protecting Biafra land. Nobody is doing it for us. The armies are not doing it. You can see when the armies, they escort herdsmen that are killing people. That is what Nigeria are doing. They change the name of Patami to another name, to Esa whatever, you know, so that the world will be confused of a terrorist in Aswak. Aswak, they are harboring terrorists. Aswak, they are terrorists themselves. So all IPOB should join us. All Biafrans all over the world, the Igbos in Ghana, you people should come out and support what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing, so that we will get our nation and go away from here that we are. You know, here is not our country. Come out and support this project. Mazi, I want to appreciate you. May Chukwu Kabiyama bless for picking my call, and I sign off from here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. Let me see. I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi, my brother. I said in Ndewo, Anedo. I'm calling from my location here in Cambodia. My name is still remember Pastor Chris Wise, and I call to add my voice as usual to so many callers. Many of us today has made a great point, but the question is, does those points that we have been making sense to the hearers? Because on the thing. Because as it is right now, what we have learned from Radio Biafra, especially from our leader, for free here by now, at least many of us has been students for more than 7 to 8 years. At least we would have been holding our master degrees on those very lectures. And many expectations have been expected of us that have been the hearer of that very word by putting it into what? Actions right now. And that would be the only way that will gladden the hearts of the lecturer. He has been hammering it that we cannot allow this to continue, and that people should do the needful. But many a times I began to wonder what has been happening. The same thing we always hear. That is something many of us called and still repeat the same thing. And you watch down towards them, you look down to see them in actions. Because when you see you will see those very things, and they have been expecting manna to fall from heaven. What I want to tell us is that God answer prayer, but the prayer God answer is the action you invested into your faith. And faith cannot manifest without you. It's just like somebody that don't have a shop and you want to give someone an address. God cannot answer you. What am I trying to say here right now is that we should stop a kind of lamenting and react. We should start reacting instead of lamenting. Let us start reacting, because Madone Kandiage Budu. This is exactly what Vietnam applied. Even Cambodia here applied that same system, reaction. And they defeated Americans, and America ran away. They didn't talk much, just a little lecture, just like as our leader has. Just people get into actions, and they began to do things gradually. Because let me just tell you right now, you cannot say that tenants that lives within your jurisdictions, you don't know them, and you don't know what they are doing. You don't just know what they entail or their missions. You just like in Asia here, before you acquire any house or as a tenant, your ID, your passports will be presented, and they will keep it under police custody, and you will be under surveillance. And in our villages, in our homes, we are doing such a things, and these people are in our homes. They are living as a tenant in our place, and we know them. Even the landlord that's bought them, we know those very people. And then what are we still waiting for? You wait for the angel Michael to come and rescue you the way he has rescued David after 21 prayers. God, let me just tell you, my brother, devil spirit of God or whatever, Archangel Gabriel or Michael is very busy right now. He's waiting for you to react, then he will assist you. So that is exactly what I want to tell many of us right now. We should take away the spirit of fear, because God did not create us with spirit of fear, especially Biafrans. We have the lion's heart with spirit of boldness, and whatever thing we say we do, that's exactly what we are going to do. So right now, as it is now, we should have learned what is called guerrilla tactics. And what is that very guerrilla tactics? You get something out of nothing, because when people like you, the presenter, that is our comrade, they start the war. You don't have a gun, you don't even have a knife, but many of you entered into bush and came out with a lot of things, and that was why the Biafra the war was sustained for 3 good years. Now we continue to wait for our leader to come and give us a golden spoon to kind of start to tell you, or you see the mat now start rolling, and heads are falling every day. Men are dying every blessed day. Well, let me just keep it at this very length. But the next thing that I want to do is that many of us from Newi and especially Anambra generations right now, I've not been hearing them. And there are these few people that have been calling, regular callers on radio, that have not been able to hear their names. Someone like what was this very brother's name that always blow xylophones, I think I will remember his name maybe some other time. Some other people, many of them are not calling. If you don't hear them, please try to find out, because they have units, they have some areas. You make out, they give us some information about them. Then lastly, what I want to say is that many of all these people that are living and they are committing atrocities, they live beside you. We have numbers, we have an emergency number. Your own is to get us the information of these very people. Then call the number, that's all, and switch off your phone. Allow the dog to finish the fight. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. I know you're talking about Chibuzo. Chibuzo is the crazy Chibuzo. I've not heard it from him in a while, but hopefully I know he's okay. That the fact that people are not calling does not really mean that there's something wrong with them. Situation calls for somebody when you have opportunity. Some of them probably are trying to come in online, but you cannot believe that in a day like this, sometimes we lose over 700 missed calls, and they could be part of them. Somebody's fortunate enough to come in doesn't mean that it's a regular thing. Some other people that try too, they do try, but they eventually don't have the opportunity to come in. So we don't miss anybody, everybody, honestly. Anybody who doesn't call, I don't really be negative about it. I never think that there's something wrong with the person. The fact that he's not calling doesn't mean that there's something wrong with him. I don't save numbers. That's why it's something I have done from the beginning. I don't like saving numbers, so I'll not be tempted to pick up the same calls all the time. But unfortunately, there are people who know how to make these calls, and they know when to call because they are paying attention to the broadcaster. When you say something like "thank you." I mean, you can always tell, even when somebody's bringing his story to an end. Even though some people, when you think they are going to end, that's when they start another topic, and that's where it is. Chibuzo, I know, is it Angry Chibuzo? Yeah, that's his name. Angry Chibuzo. I've not heard from him in a while, but that does not mean automatically that there's something wrong with him. However, Angry Chibuzo, if you are there, you're listening to Radio Biafra, yeah, they're missing you. Our people are saying that they don't hear from you and they're worried. So give us a call anytime you're ready. All right, I will take a very, very short break and I'll come back and round up this program for today. Let me do this.
Leader of indigenous people of Biafra is Mazi Iyke, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One cannot be two.